Hey YouTube, I wanted to make a video on hose quick disconnects, and the differences between brass fittings and stainless steel fittings. So I have for years used the brass fittings, and the brand I used, this is one that I bought on Amazon, M-Mingle, $11. You get 4 pieces, 2 male, 2 female connectors, and they worked okay for 6 months, 8 months. One of the problems you get when you get brass, and I thought brass was impervious to anything, it's not true. This is the one that I've used for probably a year, and if you notice on this male fitting, the pitting that takes place on that brass, see that on that edge there? That's where the rubber seal meets. So as that pitting takes place on this male fitting, or here's a female fitting, I'm going to show you the condition of that after about a year. They start to leak, and no matter what you do, even replacing that rubber gasket down in there, they leak. So here's a brand new set, perfect, looks great. You think, wow, that's and it works for a period of time. So once again, M-Mingle, there's many different brands that make brass fittings. Another key difference, and I'm going to show you the brand that I went with. And the brand that I went with is MTM, stainless steel, MTM Hydro stainless steel fittings. And a couple differences besides the obvious, one being stainless steel and one being brass, is when you look at the female connector, if you look inside here, you see the balls, the balls that catch on that male connector when you snap this in. The cheaper ones have 3 or 4 bearings that catch on that male fitting. This one actually has 3. Actually, this one has 4. I stand corrected. It looks like there's 4 in this one. On the MTM, there are 6. Much better positive connection between the male and female connectors when you use 6 bearings capturing, grabbing onto that male connector as you pop that in here. You know, you pull this back and then you slide that male connector in there, it pops right up. So that is the MTM version, all stainless steel. Now notice on the price here, you get 4 pieces, and this says $26 for a set of 4. So if you buy individual pieces, if you want more female pieces, they run almost $10 a piece. So you're looking $8, $9 a piece for stainless, compared to $10, $11 for 4 pieces. So it's 3-4 times as expensive going from a brass 4 bearing setup to a stainless steel setup. And this one happens to be from Pressure Washer Direct. But once you pay for the shipping and so forth, which they're going to charge you where Amazon is free shipping if you're a Prime member, you're looking at, you know, like I said, at least probably 4 times the price to go with stainless. But the advantage of not having the headaches, and I tell you, I've installed these all around my house, absolutely phenomenal. Even these brand new would have problems. I think it was because of the fact that it had the 4 bearing instead of the 6 bearing. Another tip is when even these stainless ones, eventually this rubber gasket in here is going to wear out. So instead of buying another $10 fitting, do yourself a favor and go out to eBay, and you can buy replacement gaskets for these quick connects. This was maybe, I think, six of them for $4 or $5 shipped. Absolutely the same thing will pop right in that fitting. Another tip that I would suggest is that when you take this stainless steel fitting and you screw it into your hose, this one would go into the hose, I guess, male side or female side, since this is a male fitting. And you screw that in. Typically, the end of your hoses, your garden hoses, are brass or aluminum, which, if you realize the dissimilar metals, can cause corrosion. So what I did is I've got have this for some automotive uses, but I also use this. So I use Loctite anti-seize lubricant. I put just a dab around the fittings of the hoses that were brass or aluminum, so that when I screwed in either one of these guys, which was a dissimilar metal going from stainless steel to brass or aluminum, to avoid any corrosion. So once again, that's a version that Loctite makes many anti-seize lubricants. But that's the brand I use. It's very acceptable for many different types of metal. So that's the other tip that I give you. Pick up some extra gaskets. Pick up some anti-seize lubricant. Put between the settings, between the fittings. And like I said, I would stay away from brass. It just does not hold up. Hope that helps you guys out.